Hi everybody, it's me again, and I'm bringing to you, as the title suggests, my old makeup. Now, when I started my YouTube channel, I only had the basics, and I mean the basics. So I've really had to go back to like some of the first products that I tried out and grab, because I wasn't a big makeup wearer. I was literally, if I went out for the night, I would wear makeup. These are the things that when I first started YouTube, I'd already pre-brought, and there's stuff that don't get loved anymore in here, which I don't know why. There's stuff that you've seen that I use regularly, but I've had since my YouTube channel starts. I'm going to start off with this was my first ever primer, first ever one, which was the City Sunscreen Primer from KIKO. I love this, I really do. It works fine. I've just found that the Revlon one does my pores so much nicer. But this is nice because it has got the SPF 50 in it, so it's also a sunscreen, but doesn't do a lot for my pores, I'm afraid. Then I've also got this, although this is in a squeezy tube, this used to be in like a glass jar, and this is the number 7 Skin Illumination. So I don't really like this as much as the other one. It's what I used to use. The next thing, I don't know when I bought this out as a thingy, but I used up in my project pan for last year, I used up the 2 that was my oldest foundations. The rest of them are pretty new to my collection, as in over the past couple of years. I have got a couple of backups of the ones that I used to use, but I don't want to open them, because then I'm going to be forced to use them and I've really just finished using them. So I was like, what did I use? And this one just stood out to me. I used this yesterday and I was actually shocked how nice it was. I must have liked it, because it's not gone out of my collection. But rather than digging my finger in, I'm going in with like a concealer brush. And this is called RIMMEL Fresh Skin. This blends so nicely. I'll paint my face. La la la. What do you reckon? I used to use a sponge, I think when I first started, but I know this foundation looks really good when it's blended in with a brush, and because I've put a little bit too much on, I don't think I'll need to go in for a second layer. I'm just going to use this and then go over with the beauty blender. And it's a really good match. And, sorry, it's that end. And just smooth it out. And then I'm going in with this Avon. I think it's an Avon. I'm not too sure. I've got the Avon MAGIX Multi-Benefit Illuminator. So I'm going to put this one on first. Under my eyes. And then with the beauty blender, I'm just going to go in and just blend it out. That has illuminated my under eyes, it really has. Not full coverage at all, guys, it really isn't, but it does look really nice. And then I just put a little of this one, but I don't know what it's called, just underneath, and it just gives me that little bit extra coverage. Not millions, but together they work perfect. The good old elf setting powder, I can't remember what I used to use, but this has been my long-standing one that I've actually go back to time and time again. I haven't found one that doesn't give me crepey eye, because it doesn't. You know, guys, I love this. Now for setting, I was really struggling, and then I realised It was the L'Oreal Paris True Match Minerals powder, but this has got a little colour to it. But I remember back in the day when I used to use this to put it on my face. Oh, and this powder is so fine. It's not as finely milled as what other powders are nowadays, because this has been around quite a while now. This is the one that I tell you, and I still rate it now. I am going to put some of MAC balm on. I know this is, I did buy this one just before I started my YouTube channel, so, and because I used it all yesterday, I was like, why don't I use these? Why? This is the KIKO Round Bronzer in 01. This is one of the first ones that, when KIKO came to the UK, I literally, yeah, this was it. Got a cat that's playing silly. But this blends like a dream. That's that bronzer, and I think it looks beautiful on my skin. So then the next thing is this Avon blush, and I did try to depop one because my daughter had one and she don't wear blush, and I broke it and I was so gutted, so I took hers. She's always taking my stuff. And I love this blusher. I really love this blusher. It is so nice, and this is really old. Staple in my life over the years, and it's the only one. It really is. Still beautiful. I don't care that it's probably 15 years old. Goes on, it doesn't break me out, and that's when you know your product still works, and my product still works for me. Now the next thing is, and I remember buying these, Sleek highlight in SOLSYICE. I really do love this palette, and I go into this one here and this one and just do that. And this is actually my most used highlighter, even though you can't tell. I used to put the purple in there as well when it was for that, and then I just keep blending, so it's not as, so it's more of a kapow than a glitter bomb. Until I started my YouTube channel, I didn't know about eyeshadow primers, and Too Faced was the first one of the first palettes that I ever bought, and this is the palette that I'm going to be using. But it came with the Too Faced shadow insurance, and I've been using it ever since. So while I'm waiting for that to settle down, the next thing that I brought, 100%, I never ever used to do my brows at all. It was, I didn't pluck them, I didn't do anything for years and years. They were just there, they were eyebrows. Now I've realised that you can actually have eyebrows that have got a colour, which sounds really strange, but when there wasn't things out there for you to learn how to put makeup on, you just had to trust what you was doing was something. This was one of the first ones I ever bought, which is the KIKO Brow. You see this regularly. I've still got it. I still use it regularly. But the thing is, I've still got so much to use, and this is getting old now, guys, because this was bought before I had a channel. And I'm still using it, and it still works, and it still gives me brilliant brows. And because I have got brows, I don't shape them or do much to them. I just add a bit of colour. And one of the first setting sprays that I ever had was from Avon MAGIX Prime and Set Spray. And I'm just going to set my face. And it's done like that. I'm just going to take, it's called White Christmas, and just lay that down just to set that base. I'm going to go to this one here and then the one next to it afterwards. to darken up my crease. Into the first colour. Now I've gone into the second colour. And these just blend so beautifully together. I've got a cat's hair on there. On the outer part of my eye, I'm going to take this darkest brown. So I've got going to use them three. And I'm just going to pat that on my outer part of my eye. Sort of stamp it in there. Then running it underneath. Just to connect them. I might go purple to get the intensity you require. Just a little bit in with my cream and just blending out this top part just a little bit, not a lot. I'm going to take this one here and I'm going to put that in on my archway, on my eyebrow, just to give it a little pink pop. And then I'm also going to take string of lights and I'm just going to pack that on top of the purple. That's it. That's what you want. I love the look that I've come out with because that purple and that light one together is perfect. Then for my lips, this is actually one of my oldest. This one, my L'Oreal Paris ones, and it's the one where you get the balm on the top, which I don't think I've ever used, the balm. But this colour is gorgeous. I'm going to wear this today. These sort of ones were one of the first matte formulas that I ever knew about, because this does dry down to a matte. When I started my channel, the first mascara that I think I technically used was this Stretchy. Now this one's brand new, guys, and you know what I'm like, I don't really wear mascaras that often and I'm not ready to break into this one, but this is brilliant, it really is. But yeah, it is a good one. One of my eyeliners, and this is in black. It's what I used to use all the time. This is an ANEW. I haven't used it in so long, but we'll see. You know when you just find better stuff? I've used my Urban Decay Perfusion one. The reason why I don't wear this matte lipstick anymore is because it's extremely tacky. So I'm going to put the balm on that you get with it, and it just turns it into a nice lipstick. But with a lot, it stays with a longer staying power, if you get what I mean. But I still love it. I just have to put the balm on top of it. Everything that I'm wearing, I would still use. You know, you spend all this money on makeup and then you forget the things. So guys, hope you enjoyed this, my oldest products. I enjoyed doing it actually, and it rekindled my love in some of them. In fact, all of them, because I love them all. And any comments, leave down below of what's your oldest favourites that you've got. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye.